Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Natalie. It's Hotshot Adventures. Happy Monday. It's Monday, you guys. I just dropped off the little red Nissan Frontier this morning and the LG electronics van also this morning in my area. Had to drop them off this morning, couldn't drop them off over the weekend, and I'm back at my DC. He's got some little local, some little local drops to do around town, which are kind of bringing me into my pickups for the rest of the week. I have a really neat load going to Houston, and then Ruben has a really neat load going to El Paso. So that's going to be fun. He's out loading his right now, and I'm going to do some local drops, make some little local money this morning, and pick up my Houston load in the afternoon. That's going to kind of be worked into today. So so far so good. Things are moving right along. Today we'll see if I can squeeze everything onto the trailers this morning. We'll see, you guys. I've got a really neat load, and then Ruben has a really neat load, and I'm hoping that we can get everything fit onto the trailer, and we're gonna go from there. All right, so deck is getting empty, a lot more empty than it was a couple hours ago when I started. I dropped off a piece in Hawthorne, and I'm picking up a piece in Gardena. So my Hawthorne was a ride to Gardena to pick up one piece, which is going with me to Texas. And then I got another local drop in north Los Angeles area, and that's where I'm going to pick up the rest of my stuff going to Texas. So I've kind of worked in some local drops into my pickups for Texas. I'm not going to come to LA without making some money. So let's get in here and see if these guys are going to load this crate up pretty fast, because I'm double parked in the street. They were ready for me, and he's going to bring it out to the trailer. I love it. This is going to be about a 5-minute stop. 2 straps, 5 minutes. I want all my stops to be 5 minutes. Here we go, here we go. Cuando descargo esas.
¿La dejo ahí?
Ya, está bien. ¿Cuánto pesa?
No sé, el jefe sabe.
¿El jefe? Pues, ¿quién es el jefe?
Como el que habló por teléfono.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. So I did all my deliveries. So I did all my local LA deliveries. That's what I have left. The crate on the right is going with me to Texas, and the pallet on the left I'm dropping off in Phoenix tomorrow. And somehow I've got to figure out how I'm going to get these 3 pieces on, and Ruben is picking up my Fiat. So I've been doing some measuring, you guys. Fingers crossed, everything fits, and I still have 11 feet at the rear of the trailer in order to get on what I have at the house to get on. I got it started! Half the battle! Alright, so I am calling this my John Deere load. This is my John Deere green load. I think I can load this myself. I've never driven one of these things before. So let's see if we can line it up on the ramps, first of all. Okay, so I got it. I'm still working on. I haven't gotten all my recording equipment in this trailer or this truck yet. So I'm hoping this thing is gonna push up right into this little space that I left. Yeah. So, whoop. Hold on. Hold on, let me get this guy up. one down. This one I know how to drive. It's hard to see my cool John Deere load, but that's the tractor, and then the lawnmowers on the other side, and then this is the side-by-side. And the day is never done. Ruben's over there. Ruben picked up my Fiat, so he's gonna roll my Fiat off his trailer and put it on my trailer. And then he also picked up a Beamer, that Beamer right there. He picked up that Beamer. That Beamer is his Beamer, so he's gonna bring me my Fiat and then load up his Beamer on his car, and then we're gonna park, and then we're done for today. And then I'll show you guys the loads tomorrow in the morning once it's daylight, so you can see it. Ruben's got an ATV load and I've got the John Deere load. All right, on the road again. Here we go, you guys. Here we go. 2 trucks, 2 trailers loaded, ready to go. I think Ruben's making his coffee. Did I get my coffee? Oh yeah, I think I got it. It's quite a load. Oh, that looks cool. Look at just above the sunrise. Look. Oh. Bikes, 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 bikes. That's cool.
I fixed all the strap management, the like hanging straps. When I sent you the picture, it looked kind of messy. Now it's just like, you see the strap.
Oh no, yeah, it looks great. I just never hauled freaking bikes before, so.
Me neither.
We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn on this trip. All right, let's get out of here. So I gotta drop off my little $100 bill, my little pallet here. The tractor bucket is sitting on top of the pallet. So before I pull in here, I'm gonna unstrap it and lift the bucket up and let them get their pallet out, and then I'll drop the bucket back down in its place and restrap it. Much better. I lifted the bucket up, so now they can grab their pallet really easily. Hopefully I don't upset anybody. Let's go check in and get this pallet offloaded. Yeah, last time I was here, my shipper had loaded like one pallet uneven on top of another pallet, and so by the time I got here it had shifted, right? And I mean, it wasn't a huge deal, but like they murdered the pallet trying to get it off, and then and it was only like, you know, 16 or 17 little boxes. Finally we just offloaded it by hand. And so now I show up, right, and there's like a tractor on top of their pallet. So they seem very nice, hopefully forgiving. Anyway, yeah, so one pallet down. That one little pallet was just like I said, you know, it was kind of an add-on to some local stuff that I did yesterday, which was $650. So I'm calling yesterday $550, and then this pallet, we'll just say it's $100, but it was all kind of worked in together. And then the John Deere load, Brian, thank you, Brian, big shout out to you. Thank you for reaching out to me, offering me the load. Brian is a 9-car hauler based in Southern California as well, and he got a hold of me and he was like, you know, I have a customer that I moved all their cars, they moved to Texas, but this really doesn't work on, you know, any of my type of equipment. It's really more a flatbed load. Super, super nice guy. He just offloaded the pallet and he's like, I want the car. I'm like, I want the tractor. So anyways, Brian, thank you so much. He reached out to me. He was like, look, you know, I got a crate over here. I got these other pieces at my yard. You know, if you can come and pick them up and take them to Texas for my customer, you know, it's a 2,600 and $75 bill for you. And I said, let's do it. So really light. I had to finagle the pieces on because big shout out to Ruben. Ruben went and picked up my Fiat for me yesterday, and so we kind of transloaded things, you know, at the house. So the Fiat is a $1,000 bill, that's COD. So altogether, I've got $37.75 going from SoCal to the Houston area. 3 picks, and 2 drops. I'm hoping it all goes smoothly, and I'm gonna leave Phoenix in a little bit here as soon as my break is over, and we'll get on down the road a little bit more and see how far we get today. The clock is running. Surrounded by hotshot adventures. All right, so we're just checking out of the hotel, you guys. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's the last push that we have to get Ruben's trailer empty, and I planned him a couple vehicles to pick up, and I'm trying to grab this little piece of freight, this little partial that I found also on the load boards. We'll see if I get a chance to snag it or not. These motorcycles, you guys. So he's got a quad up top. What is this? A Ninja. Another Ninja. He's got a Polaris Razor RZR back there. I think it's a 1000. And Slingshot, Suzuki, and a Beamer. He's got quite a load. I was impressed. So let's flip it over to this side. We've got the Beamer, right? We've got another bike. I don't even know what this one is. Not sure. Yamaha. Okay, a Yamaha. Here's the rest of the Slingshot. There's the RZR. And then the quad up top. So quite a load. I sent Ruben to go pick up this load himself, all by himself. And we are not motorcycle people. He had never he hadn't, and I have never, you know, even held a bike upright or tried to put it on a kickstand to where it's not going to fall over. So he did a wonderful job. I am very proud of him. He wiggled everything on, and then he had them put the quad up top so we could fit the Beamer. He's like, Auntie, there's no way we're going to fit the Beamer unless I put the quad on top. I'm like, do it. So it makes for a really crazy cool looking load. All the ATVs and stuff are $18.50, and then his Beamer is paying $7.55, $7.53, $7.55. So really nice for the miles. Let's call it 800 miles. He didn't clock his miles because he had to drop off his Beamer at the house and then go to a totally different city in order to pick up my Fiat for me, because I was not going to have time on Monday since I did since I did local deliveries and picked up my load in different parts of LA. So but let's call it 800 miles. It'll be over $3 a mile for his load, and my load, I think I told you guys, $1,000 COD, and then the rest of what's on the trailer is $26.75. I dropped off the pallet in Phoenix. We're calling that a $100 bill, and then I made $5.50 also on Monday doing my little local LA work. So that worked out just fine. So it's Wednesday. We're about 200 miles away from getting Ruben's trailer unloaded. I am going to go with him to unload this trailer. Just because I want to meet the customer and hopefully, you know, make some connections. But let's get to it. 4-hour drive. All right, I got my camera set up, you guys. I got it all figured out, got all my parts and pieces together. So Wednesday morning, you guys are going to watch the sunrise with me as we cruise into New Mexico. Want me to hold?
Yeah, I gotta get the other side.
Okay. We're here, we're unloading. Now your trailer's empty, you don't need me anymore. That's fine. He made me work. He made me work, you guys. Ruben used me to help him unload. Now he's got a pickup, which is about 30 miles outside of town. $1,000 bill, a little 500-pound partial, 12 feet. Just a little bundle of something. And then he's gonna start heading west. Drop off this car, which drops off in El Paso, but like the west side of El Paso. So we bypass this one to get to the ATV unload together. And now, I guess Ruben, he said he doesn't need me. He's good now, so I'm gonna proceed east to Houston. That was cool. That was a cool unload. Met some really cool guys that work at this shop. Ruben's unloaded. He's going for his pickup. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going east. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. We've already driven about, well, we've already worked about 6 hours already, so we'll see how far I get. And I am also still working on my return trip, so we'll see how that goes.